I don't know what's going on, but he already apologized. So what is he doing on this track? Is he switching sides? That's what all the clickbait channels have been telling me. I don't think that that's very likely, but we're gonna find out.
Speak from my heart, you know what I'm saying? I want
This
to
is a
sound.
7-minute song.
Yeah. I done turned a dancer to a trophy. I done bought rings like Kobe.
Okay.
Never sent a tweet with emotions. She heard I said lean, she got emotional. Codeine got my heart like opium. I can feel her heart beating when I'm hugging her. Take me back to Kingston to see my ancestors. Pissing on your grave and some red leather. Turbo pound of murder seats, bird feathers. Keep lying on me like Carmelo.
Okay. Future's just being Future. You know, he's doing a bit of a romantic twist to it, but he's still being Future, right? His attitude here is all Future. Nothing deep. Literally 0 bars. Sorry, it is what it is. Literally 0 bars, but that's just what you get with Future. Sounds good, delivers cool, personality is very interesting and captivating, but lyrically nothing. So to be honest, I'm trying to see what J. Cole is doing, so no disrespect, but you know, if nothing happens here in the next 20 seconds, I'm gonna try and find Cole's verse and we're gonna listen to that.
Don't lie to me, I'm on God levels. Forever's not long enough. If it's endless, what we done? Either you a rebel or what we done? Toast codeine, trap stars, what we doing? A few remain nameless, deserve my dedication. I just want my movement like Larry Davis. Came from Amsterdam, had my head up. Screenshot bitches got me fed up. Playing with the white for green like a silty.
Okay. Yeah, I mean nothing's going on. We're gonna try and skip and
From
find
the last
Cole.
I know I'm got your parents made while I'm ready. Ashes, I know I lost you.
No way he versed for 3 minutes straight.
I take the whole boat, I take the trophy. Got emotion, ancestors.
Only putting you on a song.
There we go.
Yeah.
Stars, what we doing?
Pluto got 20 girlfriends. Damn, I'm doing it wrong. Cut off all my hoes. Now I'm only putting you on a song. Day one, shawty been with me from the playground. Hey now, maybe that's the reason I was playing around. Running like a chicken with his head cut off. Through the streets with a freaks love the red leather on my shoulder blades. In my older age, see the error of my ways, but I'm still not totally over all the temptation. Why the sin give you all the sensation? Yeah, I'm with Future.
Why all the sin give you the sensation, right? The way that he put that, you know, that's the bad stuff is what makes you feel good in the short term, but he's also talking about looking at things from the long term. Like, she was my day one, right? So I'm gonna give her that special treatment because that's more special to me. And as he's saying, when he was younger, he didn't see it that way, and he probably was very, I mean, he's talked about this before, but he was all about, having fun and you know, enjoying the perks that comes with being a rapper. I'll put it that way. We'll see what he says about it because he's still on this topic. Maybe he brings it up again, but the way that he dressed this whole verse up so far is poetic, right? It sounds good. Um, it's deeper, right? He had the wordplay on plays. It's not like a, again, no offense to Future. I like Future, but there's more here, more substance. And that's why I'm doing the reaction. I can't just bob my head the whole reaction. So we're skipping to the Cole verse.
For all the temptation, why the sin give you all the sensation? Yeah, I'm with Future up and honest, just wasting a lot of money on the stripper education. Through so much paper that we causing it.
Wasting a lot of money on a stripper's education. Do you see the juxtaposition there, the picture that he painted? Because we only see it from a consumer point of view, where it's like, you go to a strip club, you're just throwing your money away. Um, but at the same time, there's a lot of college girls there that are using that money to pay for their education and you know, have a better, more grander impact on life after they're done with their education, you know, whether it's they become a nurse, doctor, scientist, whatever it is, right? There are some really smart girls out there that work in these industries because it pays so much, and it's the only way they can afford to better themselves. So Cole's like, we see it as wasting money, but there's some cases where we're actually contributing to a better future in a way. In a way, you know. That's interesting how you framed it though,
and I'm
right?
getting impatient. Might run a train on a bitch. Penn Station. Now I'm playing, I'm just late, getting wasted. And she whisper in my ear, she wanna taste it. Damn, you making it hard for me, but I'm staying strong. I got authority, willpower. When I double Betty, I feel power. Me and Astro, 6'4", we the twin towers, twin Glocks with the switch piece that extends shots. It's a metaphor.
Yeah. He's talking right here. He's talking because, I mean, if any of you have done it, if you've ever turned down a girl that just threw herself at you, they're good looking too, and no one's ever told them no, there's a certain feeling there. You know, you're like, yeah, I turn her down. I turn her down. Yep. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. He's like, I'm standing strong, even though it's offered to me right there. I didn't have to do any work. It's offered to me on the spot. She's like, she just whispered in my ear, she's down. But I'm standing strong. I got willpower. You know, I'm not a slave to my sensations, which is what he talked about earlier in the verse.
I got authority, willpower. When I double Betty, I feel power. Me and Astro, 6'4", we the twin towers, twin Glocks with the switch piece that extends shots. It's a metaphor for the boy when you in proximity. I can't stop right now, they gon' remember me forever. My story's more clever, my similes was better. My energy was never on some toughest nigga shit. I was just a conscious rapper that would fuck a nigga, bitch. I was just.
He must have wrote this verse a while back. Because there's no way he said this after the Kendrick diss, after retracting the diss and saying this is not me. Because that means he felt that way before, he felt that way during, and he felt that way after. Whereas, obviously, from how the events turned out, we know that Cole, he's not about it. He probably wrote this verse a while back.
With the switch piece that extends shots. It's a metaphor for the boy when you in proximity. I can't stop right now, they gon' remember me forever. My story's more clever, my similes was better. My energy was never on some toughest nigga shit. I was just a conscious rapper that would fuck a nigga, bitch. I was just a college nigga from a rougher premises. Get my nose out the streets, but I love to get away with the action. With risk comes attraction. The blicks get the blast, and I turn into a track star. Wanted all the hoes, what the fuck you think I rap for?
Okay, he said it. He said it. Wanted all the hoes. That's why I became a rap star. He's mentioned this before, right? I listened to quite a bit of J. Cole. So, even though he didn't reuse any bars, he's talked about this concept before. But yeah, he's also talking about the streets, right? The streets are painted as this thing that's amazing, but it's not, right? In most rap, it's like, if you're seen as that tough guy, like, it's like, damn, I wish I had his life. No, you really don't. You really don't wish you had his life. Trust me. And Cole's saying, like, I was so close to it, and I could have given towards that temptation because it's just a sniff away. And he's talking about drugs too as well. So there's a play on words there, a thematic play on words. But he's saying, I've never been about that tough stuff, which is funny because he clapped back to Kendrick, and then immediately said, wait a minute, I'm not about that stuff. Who am I trying to be here? So it's interesting. It's disappointing too, because I would have rather Cole just not drop the diss, right? Just don't drop it at all, and then say what you have to say here, right? So you're touring with Drake, and you have a song here with Future, Metro. So you have a song with both sides, and your message is, I'm not about the beef. But having the diss track, once you put it out, I feel like you have to all in on it. You can't go back on your word. There's obviously a certain level of respect I give him for taking it to the chin, right? For knowing that it's not going to be received well. He said in the speech on stage, he's like, you guys are not going to like hearing this. My guys in the back are not going to like hearing this either, but I have to be real. So there's a certain level of respect, but I'm also disappointed because I would have wished that he either not drop the diss at all, or he drops it and follows through, and we get to see two titans battle. Sorry, this is a whole rant, but for my like 200 viewers who are interested, that's what I feel. You know, it's kind of sad the way it played out, because now I see a lot of disrespect around Cole, and no way, no way. You can't throw away everything he's done because of one action he made.
Action with risk comes attraction. The blicks get the blast, and I turn into a track star. Wanted all the hoes, what the fuck you think I rap for? I've been trying to slay the same wood since Hacksaw. Jim Duggan running through the field, and my Tim stuck in now. With Young Metro in the VIP, bitches incoming, copping all this liquor for the hoe. Like we make love and thinking to myself, could I really be with one woman? I think so, but it's hard when you with your dogs at the freak show. Thinking I could bag Ruby Rose with a keystroke. Ego, ask yourself, is that gonna bring you peace though?
True.
Shit, I don't know.
Okay, so before the end of this video, we have to talk about Drake. We have to talk about Drake because I heard ASAP Rocky went at him. I didn't hear what he said yet, but I saw on Twitter that ASAP went at him. I heard that The Weeknd also hopped in on this thing. The Weeknd. What are you doing there, Weeknd? What are you doing there? There is a certain level of respect that you have to give to Drake because he has like 10 people coming at him all at once. And he had Cole by his side. And Cole dipped. So it's just Drake versus everyone else. And the fact that he's posting stories on his Instagram where he's just hanging out with Adonis, having the time of his life, is kind of funny, to be honest, because everyone's saying his name to get some traction in a way. Like that's how I would twist it. I'd be like, I didn't reply for 3 weeks, and you kept throwing songs at me, disses at me, jabs at me, just so that you could get trending. Because trust me, Drake is the keyword that's been trending on socials for the last 3 weekends, and he hasn't said a verse, he hasn't spit a single line, he hasn't done a diss track. But he's the guy that's trending, and Kendrick too trended, but it was mostly Drake. Like even when Kendrick was trending, Drake was trending right up, with him. If you check Google Trends, so I would twist that around, man. I'd be like, yo, you guys need first of all, you guys all need to hold hands together, 10 of you, to stand up to me, and on top of that, I'm still the guy that's trending. So you're just trying to catch the wave. You're trying to catch my wave by dissing me. I feel like this is such an easy win from Drake. Like knowing his caliber, it's an easy win. Now, if he goes directly at Kendrick though and he doesn't address everyone at once, it's very much losable because it's Kendrick. It's Kendrick. And lyrically, I think Kendrick hits some deeper metaphors, some deeper entendres, like triple, quadruple, quintuple entendres. And Drake can have some nice, slick, cool, fast lines, but when it comes to just constructing a whole narrative and diss tracks and stuff, I think that Kendrick just has him there, right? So I really think it depends on how Drake responds. It's clear to me that Kendrick has something ready to deploy, a reply or a diss track, and Drake also has one, but they don't want to go first because if you go first, you're on the front foot. Back foot. Sorry, because you leave yourself open to rebuttals. And if you guys know anything about arguments about the court, about diss tracks, anything that has to do with back and forwards, if you're the one that goes after, you have way more to work with. So I think they're both just kind of waiting on one of them to make the first move. This is like that Wild Wild West standoff thing. Um, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it turns out. I'm just waiting on Drake. I thought we are gonna get Drake today. That's what I thought. But we got more Metro, more Future. No real jabs on this one, I don't think. But I missed all the Futures first, so even if there was, I wouldn't have caught it. Let me know what you guys think about this beef. Let me know. To be honest, I think Drake's in a position to win if he frames it right, which is crazy to say. But think about it. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. Peace.